let's look ahead to week 2, the schedule, just and our picks here, okay? Dom and I are tied at 10, while Colton and Jake are tied at 9. Very tightly contested race going down here. And we will see what happens, going forward. I don't know why Jake picked the Giants. I'm still pretty confused about that. That's just still. But yes, Thursday night football, the Minnesota Vikings at Philadelphia Eagles. I think it's safe to say it's a whole right across the line here, just primetime Kirko, not really the Kirko we're looking at. Just smash the Eagles, just do all that. Is that what we're feeling?
That's exactly what I'm feeling. They're gonna get smashed. Have fun with that front. You didn't like the front from the Bucks. Good luck. Let's up it like 40%.
Vikings are without their starting center, and Christian Darrisaw has a questionable tag with a ankle. So, two starters down for the Minnesota Vikings. Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals all day for sure.
And
I like
the
that.
sweep continues.
What?
Yeah, and the sweep continues here.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Burrow only averages like 550 yards against the Ravens every year, every game he plays against them.
You have to have a redemption game. You have to have a bounce back game this week. You can't. You're Joe Burrow. You're the Bengals. You can't do that. Zach Taylor, come on. So Bengals all day.
The Seattle Seahawks at the Detroit Lions.
I don't know who I picked.
I'm going to go Detroit. I'm a home game. I think they want to continue to prove that the week 1 win wasn't a fluke. Kelsey didn't play Chris Jones. I think they want to prove it. Could be interesting, though. Seattle looked awful. So, I mean, I don't know how you could look much worse than they possibly did. So this could be actually a really interesting game, to be honest.
Last year was an offensive shootout, so
I hope it is. Is that Gino and he maybe want to throw up?
I need Jameer. Got that fantasy team name. We're here in Jameer, so thanks to Jake for that one. But yes, we complete the sweep of Detroit. Battle of the top 5 overall picks. Indianapolis at the Houston Texans.
I'm going to take the Colts.
Colton, you're lone wolfing this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jake picked the Colts. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun on that. Jake picked the Colts, so it's split 2-2 for Houston and the
I was actually very impressed with Anthony Richardson. So I think he actually might turn out to be the best quarterback in the draft. And this could really work out for the Colts if they could somehow win this game, stay a little bit relevant, get Jonathan Taylor back. Colts could be really interesting, man. Like, I like Michael Pittman a lot. We'll see. I think the Colts win this game. But I have to give a shout out to the Texans. Like, their defense played really well against the Ravens, but I also think what's his name blows.
Yeah, money talks. So maybe that's how Jonathan Taylor will fix all that.
Hey, they got Chris Jones in Kansas City, so that was good,
Got him.
Got him. Let's see. Chicago at Tampa Bay.
I'm going to die on the hill. I'm going to take the Bears. It's an absolute mistake. I'm dying on the hill, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
I am lone wolfing the Buccaneers this week.
Wow, really? They all? Wow. Was there a thing to fill out? Is that what you're saying? Did I not fill this out this week? I did not realize there was one.
Yeah, I'm filling it out for you. I'm okay.
I did not realize there was one. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jason, are they going to let us do it again this week? Got to ask you if you're watching. Let's see. Potential playoff matchup here. Rematch, though. Kansas City at Jacksonville.
I got to assume Kansas City wants to get that sour taste out of their mouth. And I'm assuming Kelsey's most likely back. So I'm going to take the Chiefs. But, man, Calvin Ridley looked really good.
Ooh. Real good. Kind of made me wish that I picked him as Offensive Player of the Year, to be honest.
Or even comeback player. DeMar Hamlin wasn't active last week.
Yeah.
I am lone wolfing the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is where my season could go totally sour, or I could just really jump ahead here. It's all going to go down here. Let's see. The Green Bay Packers at the Atlanta Falcons.
You can give me the Packers.
Congratulations, Colton. You're on your own island this week.
Wow, you all suckers for the Falcons. God almighty. Did you guys realize Desmond Ritter couldn't throw the ball?
Listen,
Like, come
Kyle
on,
Pitts
it's
is
the
wide open.
Panthers.
Listen,
He couldn't throw
Tyler
the
Algier-
ball. Drake
Tyler
London's
Algier,
actually a good
Bijan
weapon,
Robinson.
and he doesn't throw him the ball. Oh, my goodness. All right, boys. Thank you.
Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson. That's all I got to say.
Gosh,
Listen, there's 2 starting running backs in fantasy football for the Falcons. That's all I got to say on that one.
Damn.
I do not. I expect a sweep on this one. The Las Vegas Raiders at the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, you can give me the Bills.
The sweep is complete on here, and as well as another sweep. Okay, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, you can also give me Herbo.
All day.
Herbie fully loaded. That's what you got to be praying for this week. Kyle Shanahan 10-0 in the past, God, I don't know, since 2019 against the Los Angeles Rams as the 49ers and Rams take the field.
Yeah, you can also give me the Rams. 49ers. Niners. Eject. They manhandle my team. They manhandle my team. They're going to do the same this weekend.
It's so crazy how many rookies are on the Rams and they just won. 15 rookies. Stetson Bennett's now on the NFI list, so non-football injury list. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. The New York Giants at the Arizona Cardinals.
Giants by 40. Otherwise, they are frauds, like I told Josh they were. So they want to talk about being a decent team. They have to blow out the Cardinals. Have to blow them out.
Yep.
No questions.
Yep.
I picked the Giants though here, but I would not be surprised if somehow the Cardinals win this game.
If they do, oh boy,
Dayball, and all of them just got to get out of here, man.
Boy.
There's something that's going on.
Josh is not gonna like me since he opened a can of worms this week. I'm gonna ride his ass all the way home if they lose to the Cardinals. Josh, if you're rewatching this, you better pray, buddy. You opened a can of worms. I will gladly open the bigger can.
They do. They have to win because now you have a direct comparison to the Commanders for the Giants after this week. And if the Giants don't do better than the Commanders,
Giants have to beat them by 20.
Yeah.
Giants have to beat them by 20, maybe exaggeration. Their offense isn't that elite. At least by like 10 plus. If it's not more than 10 points, goodness me. Woof. Woof. 40 million to Daniel Jones. Woof. Woof. Might go down as the worst contract ever. Worst contract. You can make a TikTok out of that. That could go down as the worst contract in football history. Honestly, in all of sports, Russell Westbrook's massive contract, Daniel Jones getting $40 million. That might be the worst contract ever. Oh, my gosh.
And what? Andrew Thomas getting how much money? Like now the top 3
$119 million.
Yeah, top.
But it wasn't even his fault. Like Evan Neal was getting just burned past every play. Like
Andrew Thomas was good. Andrew Thomas was really good for them last year. So last year,
yes, but the way the offensive line performed as a whole for the Giants.
Yeah,
period.
well, I mean, when Evan Neal's, that like security meme, if the guy just like pat people down, like and just everyone's blown by, like that's just what it is. So,
the New York Jets of the Dallas Cowboys.
Sadly, I'm going to go for probably, I'm assuming the sweep here of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Breaking news on IG, Aaron Rodgers just posted, "The night is darkest before dawn. I shall rise yet again." Looks like he's coming back for 2024.
Yeah, I would assume he'd come back, dude. No way. It's going to be the same team. They're not losing anyone. You're going to add someone else. You're going to have your first round picks. You're going to add more talent.
It's coincidental that we're talking about this game and just that the whole thing just starts coming out.
Ron.
Well, yeah. I was telling this to Jake. I said there was probably not a game this year I was going to pick against the Jets. But now that Aaron Rodgers isn't there, I'm going to pick Dallas. Prove me wrong, Zach. Prove me wrong. That's all I want to see. Prove me wrong. And yes, it did complete the sweep, though. Man, winners here. The Commanders at Denver.
Ugh, yuck.
Yeah.
Give me the Broncos.
I do want to make it a point that this season I do try to pick every single team to win. I know it's not going to work for me in that favor, but I did pick the Broncos. We did sweep the Broncos. I don't know. Maybe let's kick a field goal and make it. I don't know. We'll see what goes on here.
Maybe some Broncos defensive players can injure some more people on some illegal things, you know. Didn't like that this week. Tell you that much.
Let's see. Sunday Night Football in the midst of a hurricane that I think is going to be off the coast of Massachusetts. The Miami Dolphins at New England Patriots.
Give me the Dolphins.
You went homer on this one. You picked the Patriots.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. I threw in a little bit of bias to make that pick, and I'm okay with that. That's all good. It's not far-fetched.
I mean, I know they went toe-to-toe with the Eagles last week, but, I mean, listen. I still don't know a guy that's going to cover Tyreek. The Cheetah, or now he's going to be called the Lion. That's what he's going on this week.
Yeah, sure.
Double header Monday Night Football action, 7:15 Eastern. The New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers.
I'm sadly going to go with the Saints. God, that might have been too high on them. Woof. That was, again, week one. But I thought that was the easiest -3 of like the season, and they didn't cover. What is going on there? So I'm going to ride the train. I like them still. But what are we doing? Michael Thomas looked good. Olave,
Listen, I just said I
look away. I don't know. Man.
I said, hey, don't. I was saying this in fantasy. Don't let me get Michael Thomas. You're not going to like what happens here.
Slant boy.
Listen, he caught a sideline round. Okay, it wasn't a slant. It was an outside slant. Let's get it right here. Hopefully that Saints guy's not making fun of us again. But yes, clean sweep of the Saints, and then the real Monday Night Football game: the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I already know where you're going.
I'm curious how you all pick this game. I'm going with the Steelers, clearly. I think the Steelers bounced back after a disgusting week one game. I think Deshaun Watson looked bad on a blowout win. So how the heck does that usually happen? And he's playing a better defense this week in the Steelers. TJ Watt with 3 sacks. He looks healthy. I think he and a rookie tackle. I mean, that could be really interesting. So, I mean, this tackle was also really hyped up. I mean, he's a mammoth of a man. Oh, my goodness. I forget the kid's name. He's a mammoth of a man for the Browns. I think it was like the 4th-round pick or 3rd-round pick.
DeJuan Jones.
That's it, yes. So that's going to be an interesting matchup there on that outside. But I do think the Steelers win, and Kenny Pickett reminds you a little bit of what he was last season, not week one, because that was 49ers tipped the cap. They had their game plan, and they delivered their game plan.
Yes, I hope the Steelers don't run 4 verts inside the 8-yard line again this week.
Oh, dude,
I watched the all-22 film on that, Coleman. I don't know what was going on there. This isn't Madden.
It's very dumb. Again, it was a little bit of Kenny, a little bit of Canada, but it doesn't mix when you got a young quarterback and your coordinator's running that shit in the end zone. Doesn't make quite sense. What'd you guys pick? I'm actually curious.
We all went black and gold here. We all
really? Wow, you guys are all silly bastards.
Oh, we're all smart. Look at this, Colton. Oh, hey,
you're all silly bastards.
We all followed you. We wanted to pick the low-hanging fruit. We set up what Colton wants. We want to follow on this game.
You guys are funny. Yeah, we'll see.